the game. And make all your bond be. Will you marry me, sweetie? Oh, I want to marry you, honey. I love you, I do. Baby mo, I do. Honey me, I do. Cause you're my baby. Baby, I love you, I do. Baby mo, I do. I'm a little mama, I do. Cause you're my baby. Will you marry me, sweetie? Oh, will you marry me, honey? I love you, I do. Honey me, I do. I'm a little mama, I do. Cause you're my baby. Onyembu no bibo, I do. Adama, I do. Oyoyo me, I do. Cause you're my baby. Today na my wedding day. That's a move on
Please have a seat. We appreciate if those who are in the hall come in. Those who are at the entrance, can you please come in? Have a seat. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. We appreciate your presence and we want you to have a seat so we could start. I think we're already late. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. As you come in, please look for a comfortable place and make yourself comfortable. Thank you. And for those who are from Boston, of course, thank you for welcoming us. So while we wait for everyone to have a seat, we're just going to go ahead. I don't know if our MC is ready, but just going to be doing a brief introduction of our MC, about the MC. So today is really a special day. It's a special occasion. The MC was imported all the way from Ottawa, Canada. And who's the MC? The MC is no other than Mrs. Marfo Gladys Vilsey, resident in Ottawa, Canada, just like me. And she's a farmer who graduated from the School of Engineering, University of Chang in the days. So she's an engineer, an agri-engineer. She's a fashion designer. She's a fashion designer of Figaro Couture Abidjan. So she designs words. If you need any beautiful design, you could get it from her. And in spite of all this accolades, she decided to trade the pen and the scissors for the microphone. So I'm going to be introducing tonight our one and only able MC who loves, I think this is what she loves most, entertaining. Her name is no other than Miss Marfo Gladys, all the way from Ottawa, Canada. If I had for our very able DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you are going to have an experience today that you've never imagined could happen. So, with all protocol duly respected, members of the Gilligan's family, I welcome all of you. Members of the Nyadas family, I welcome all of you. And please, if I don't call your family, it's not because you are not important, it's because today is about these two families. We are going to actually act like a play to show you guys how we get married in Africa, and Cameroon in particular, and Bamenda, where we come from in particular. So you should open your ears and you will listen as I will narrate each scene. No scene will take more than 5 minutes, but it is very significant because we will be telling you guys the significance of each scene that will be performed here today. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin. So, our son TEPE met your daughter Caroline, and there have been some talks going between them. You know the boys and girls thing? Hanging under the mango tree, talking. Caroline is cutting all the grass. You think a mower came around that area and mowed the grass. When is Caroline picking the grass when she's talking to her boyfriend? So all of that happened. Then TEPE came and told the father, "Dad, I think I am a grown man now. Show me a place to build my little hut because I think I need a wife at this moment." And so what we are going to act in scene 1 will be TEPE's father going for the first visit to visit Caroline's father. So the families are sitting here. That's TEPE's father over that way with his delegation. A round of applause for TEPE's father, please. And today Caroline's father is black. How about that? So Papa Caroline, can you stand up so that the people can see Caroline's father. This is Caroline's father for the night. So, I think you like being the bride's father because you accept, you don't give. And today might not be as, I will not say it's a sad day for the father because he will be giving. Just consider that you are gaining a daughter into your family, not that you are losing a son. How about that? So, in the first visit, we come from different villages, so you trek from one village to go to the other village. But today, with modern technology, we have airplanes, we have trains, we have everything that has made travel so easy. So today the journey is going to be very, very fast. I think it will be with, how did they call that thing again? Is it a rocket or Concorde? It was Concorde, yeah. Supersonic, yeah, so that it will be so fast for him to leave the village and arrive Boston to come and see Caroline's parents. So now, please watch what is about to happen. Caroline's father, TEPE's father is going to visit Caroline's father with a cake of palm wine. That's what we had in our villages. We didn't have wine made out of grapes. Grapes don't grow where we come from. So we have palm trees and we have palm trees and we have some nectar that comes out of a palm tree. And the palm tree is very significant in the African tradition because you use that palm tree to do so many things. We use the leaves as roofs for our houses. Please, when I say something good, please encourage me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, the palm tree has so many functions. We use the leaves to make our thatched roofs for our houses. We use the palm nuts to produce our cooking oil and even our rubbing oil. We produce it from the palm tree. We also use the palm tree to extract the wine that they are going to use this evening. And when the palm tree has fallen, they produce something we call palm worms. It's very nutritious. Don't twist your faces because I said palm worms. Very good, nutritive. And then when the palm tree is getting rotten, what happens? Mushrooms grow on the palm tree. We harvest it for our soups. So you see that the palm tree is very significant in our culture. And now we are going to watch what is about to happen. The father of the groom has kola nuts in his bag. And what is kola nuts? He who brings kola nuts brings life. Kola nut is the symbol of life. And palm wine, I've already told people the significance of palm wine in our tradition. So tonight, the father will go and visit the father of the groom, and there will be a little bit of chit-chatting between the two of them to know his intentions, why he came. So now, Papa Tepe and Tepe's uncle, they are coming to visit Caroline's father tonight to present the first palm wine. The cake of palm wine is so heavy. Yeah.
We're looking for a certain house around here. That Caroline's compound.
You mean Gilligan? Is that who you're looking for?
Gilligan compound, yes.
You're at the right place. Please come on in, have a seat.
Caroline's father is such a nice person. He's such a nice guy, so
It's quite a visit. I see you holding a calabash. This may be something more significant than just a visit. Where are you coming from and why are you here?
We are all the way from a place called Bamenda in Cameroon. And we are here because you have something in your compound that we're very interested in.
I have a lot here. You know, I'm a country guy, and we have a farm in the back. There's a lot of vegetation here. We have a lot of our gardens. What exactly are you looking for? The flowers here, scattered, they're good. What exactly are you looking for?
We're looking for a person.
Are you looking for a person? Do you know what that person's name is?
It's a she.
Well, I'm first going to start by extending hospitality to you since you brought something to drink. Why don't we share this drink before we continue our conversation?
Caroline's father is such a generous man. They brought him a cake of palm wine and now he's sharing with the rest of the family. You see the aunties are just sitting on the side because women don't really participate in the first initial visit. They sit in the kitchen, they are cooking food to visit the parents of them, come and give the guests who have entered their house, because anybody who comes to us in Africa, we prepare food and entertain you. We don't care whether you came with anything, we don't care what you are coming for. When you arrive, we entertain you with some food and some drinks. So the women are in the kitchen now preparing some food. But today we are going to share that food, all of us. But for now, the men will drink and talk over the drinks.
I also brought some kola nuts. And as you know, in this culture, whoever brings kola nut brings life, and kola nut is a symbol of unity, of our love, and everything else that we know of as a people. Would you mind to have some?
Well, as you rightly said, you bring life. Kola nuts bring life. So what am I to say no? Well, I think we need to cut to the chase. I tasted the palm wine. It tasted really good. You brought some kola nuts, which means you are up to business. So you're using metaphoric language. So who sent you here? And just before you get to what you have to say, you know my daughter, we spend a lot of money on our daughter. And I also know you recognize she's a professional. She went to some of the best schools in the country. So I just want to disclose that so that you know what you're in for.
We came prepared. And as we say, we came loaded. And our family too is loaded. So we're not going to have kola nuts. We'll make sure we'll put our hands in the pocket and give you something. And we have something for you. And I'm going to cut to the chase like you said. My son has told me that he is very interested in your daughter, not as a friend.
Well, it goes without saying that it takes a village to raise a child. I'm not going to say yes or no to you. We need to do some background checks. We need to know. We're going to have to know your background and everything about your son and your family. And obviously, there are some other people that you would need to see. So what I'm going to do during this first visit is I'll be non-committal. So I will pay you for your palm wine. Because I don't want to commit to what I cannot do.
That guy is rich. Look at the amount of money he's giving you.
So, this is for your palm wine. We share in the palm wine at no cost to you. So why don't you go back? We're going to get word back to you on how to proceed one way or the other. In that way, if our answer is not affirmative, then we don't owe you anything. How about that?
As we go back, just know that in our culture we don't have Google, so don't go to Google.
Marriage. Because, you know, this thing with the court marriage and stuff was imported to the African culture. We never had that. In the African culture, after today, Caroline is going home with her husband. They are married. Nobody will ever come again to their compound to come and ask for a hand in marriage. The marriage is sealed. So, Caroline's father now will come this time with nothing. He will just come to take the list, and that will not take long. He will just come, grab the list, and go back to his house and prepare now the list of items on that list to come and present to Caro's father. So, Pa Caro, Pa Tepe, you're on your way now to go and visit the family again to take the list of items to be presented during the... And just that you know, what Tepe's father is doing for Tepe is exactly what Tepe's grandfather did for Dr. Nyara. So they are recreating the same thing, and that is what Tepe will do for his own children.
My friend, I see you're back. Welcome. Come on in, come on in. Oh, I have good news for you. Yeah, so we've done some findings. We dispatched a delegation, and everything turned out really good. Actually, it turns out your son is a good man. I hear he's a lawyer. So, we have, the good news is that, like I said, there are several aunties that you're going to have to go visit, okay? Do not be nervous. I'm going to give you a list of everything that you need and everybody that you have to visit. So I have a list of the items here for you. And please don't take so long to come back, you know.
Thank you very much, the Gilligan family. And we'll try to come back as soon as possible, because we don't have time to waste.
Okay, so he collected the list, and they just shared the list with me now. They are going to present Caroline's aunties with firewood, because we need firewood to cook. We don't have gas cookers and we don't have electric cookers back in the village. So they are going to present them with the firewood they will use for cooking. They will present the mother with palm oil. They will present the grandmother with blankets. We have everything. We have everything ready, because you don't come to that visit to visit the aunties and you are not ready. You will be sent back. And it might take again a few months for you to get ready to come back. So let's welcome them. Where is Fola and Nkolo? Come and help carry the firewood for your brother. He cannot carry it. Your father will not carry the firewood while you people are there. Come and carry the wood. A round of applause for Nkolo. So the firewood is so heavy, so look at them. Look at the delegation coming with all those beautiful gifts to come and present. Look at the firewood, so heavy. They are coming to present. This is a very rich family. So our son is a lawyer. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all the gifts that they are bringing to come and present to you. Yeah, that's palm oil.
Oh, the palm oil is right.
Yeah, it's very heavy. It's a keg of palm oil is about 20 liters. And he brought 2. There's even a bottle of whiskey. And that one, when we use that whiskey, when you drink that whiskey, all the pains you have on your joints will just disappear. That's a very good bottle right there. That's a very good bottle right there. So all of them, they are seated now. They are going to entertain them with some fufu corn, some chicken and vegetables, and then when they eat, they will go back now and get ready for the wedding proper.
Wow. Jackie, look, these people came, look, they are very powerful people, don't you think?
No.
There's always that troublesome auntie in the family. That's the auntie right there. She doesn't think it's enough. Everything for her is... So I don't know how we are going to fix this, but I'm sure Nicolo and Fola have some money to compensate that woman.
It's a powerful delegation. Come on, Pa. Have you seen our family? I said, I was expecting 3 20-liter gallons. And I brought this. How am I going to share this? Auntie Kate is here. Auntie Kate. She alone. We're not a poor family. When we cook, you don't even see water. You only see oil. And now you're doing this. And this firewood is not even dry. You want me to get cataracts? What do you have to say? I'm not happy.
And I was here very happy that the husband is a lawyer. From America. And Caroline too is a teacher. You know that? We struggled. She went to school, the school fees, her feeding, her oil, her body lotion. My goodness, what is
Look at
it?
how smooth her body is. Look at how...
Oh my goodness. No, I'm not sure.
Well, I told you, it takes a village. And judging from the way things are, you know, I'm on your side. Okay.
Okay, so the older brother Nkolo says I shouldn't bother. I should tell the aunties he came prepared with some money to add to them to buy some more oil and some more firewood. Yeah. If the firewood was not well dried, so he's capable. And also, he said I should do it on your behalf.
I think it was the first Holland wax and Swiss lace.
Oh Lord. I thought I saw some Holland wax there with some Swiss lace and those nice blankets over there.
Well, $20 bills would not seem
So the head of the delegation looks like he came prepared. You know, these women, this is how they make their money, and this is how they take care of business, right? You see, I'm smiling because I'm sold, but you have to satisfy the women. What are you going to do about this?
Like we said the first time we came, that we will come prepared. After we got the list, I also have, in addition to my son, I also have something that can help the aunties that are complaining, that can help the family. Talk. We walk the talk, no, we talk the talk. So.
Show them, you need to show them, so because this has to be transparent because we don't want any trouble in this family.
Look at the envelope. It's true that family is rich. It's true the family is rich, and if they talk again now, I will say they are thieves. Yeah. Because those aunties, the way I look at them, they have what we call in Africa open eye. They are looking at everything in small. Look at the bundle of $20 bills or $100 bills they have there in their hands.
Wow, our in-law, you are welcome.
And you see, our voice has changed.
You are welcome, Papa. Okay. Let's wait and see. Yes, Auntie, the aunt says yes. Auntie Kate,
We'll take some more if there's more.
So, my friend, if the women are happy, then we are happy. But you know, I must tell you this. You know, I single-handedly educated my daughter. It was all on me financially. So, you know what you need to do. you have to prepare an envelope for the bride price. And that's going to be on me, so you've taken care of the women. But there are other things you need to let your family know. On the day of the wedding proper, they need to come loaded. This guy is coming, he's a lawyer. That means he tries a lot of high-profile cases, makes a lot of money out of it. So please, I just want to make sure you do the right thing.
We have heard you very well. Gilligan family will come ready with the envelope, and we'll, just like you're happy today, we'll make sure we stay happy. Because happiness is what we're looking for in this whole thing.
Okay, that's the end of the third scene. That's the end of the third scene, and now the family of the groom.
She explained to you guys what's going to happen, right? Yes, we're going to take you to the groom's family, and they have to tell us if you are their bride. Yes. If then yes, make up a yes, you are they're going to pay a lot of money. So what happens? I know this are not so you know. So you guys just we have to cover you. Yes. So I will hold this. It's not that. Is the envelope ready? Yeah. No, that's two. No, one at a time.
No, one at a time.
This is one at a time.
Okay. So Carla will be hiding. Yes, right. She's the last one going in. So she's white one join the
The girls' aunties will be bringing the girls. You guys will get to identify.
Yes, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
Where's the guy who's getting married? That's him. Where's the guy who's getting married? That's him.
Who the guy getting married?
Yeah.
He's sitting in the crowd.
Okay.
So who is the people coming? Yeah, let them come. Because we have to identify you guys. Because that's our son marrying you. We have to identify. So when you go for the Joe, transport.
Yes, but then we have one. Okay, so now they're bringing the envelope that was presented to Caroline's father as a little bit of a total compensation for educating the daughter and for the mother who will be missing her, somebody who will work for her. After that, they will come and present us now with the bread. So, Papa Pepe, go and did you guys see the huge bag in which they are carrying the money? There's millions of dollars inside that bag.
Oh, my friend, come back. Please have a seat.
You guys noticed that Caroline
highlight. The last time we were here, we talked about coming back to see you. And we have prepared an envelope to come and see you.
Okay, thank you so much. You know, this is such a big family, and we have to make sure that Caroline's mother is happy. Okay, and one of the things I have to remind you is that your son is coming to get married to this family. He's not only coming to get married to Caroline. So this is just the beginning, my friend.
Yeah, you get married at the beginning. The father of the bride said, when you, it's a village that raises a child, it's not an individual. So when you go to marry, you marry the family, you don't marry the girl. And the girl's family marries the groom's family and not just the groom. I think that is the reason why African marriages last for a very long time. Because how do you divorce a whole family? It's a little bit difficult to divorce a whole family. And something significant again is going to happen here. You see why we stick in there.
Okay, so also, your daughter is married into our whole family, not only to my son. So that is also important. And I have the envelope that my brother here brought, that I brought, together with my brother, and I will put my hand in my bag, my country bag, and I will present to you the envelope that we have put. It's a token. It's a token, but it's very symbolic and it's a very powerful token to show our appreciation for all the efforts that you and your clan did to raise such a wonderful daughter.
All right, give me a second. I need to get to the room, to my bedroom before I get back.
Okay.
Jackie, can you get Caroline, please? We need you to identify who you're looking for. I just want to make sure, because I have so many daughters. I just don't want to, maybe you're talking to someone else, so let's get my daughter in here so that you can ascertain as to who you're looking for.
The artists would identify if it is the girl the song presented to them.
Just open like that.
So you see, the artists are refusing. You cannot just unveil the bride like that. You have to give us some money to unveil the bride. Yeah. So they are going around now trying to see if that's the bride. This is the woman or what our son wants. Oh no! What is wrong? What is wrong with that beautiful girl? Isn't that Caroline?
That's not the woman. That's not the woman. That is not the woman.
What are you trying to say? I know that's a beautiful. Hey, just go.
All right, if this is not your Caroline, it's okay. So we need to go look for your Caroline, right? Okay, but before we have to go, we need some money to pay the cab. How do we go? We can. We started working since yesterday to come here.
You just brought us the wrong woman, so you better go back and bring the real deal.
Okay. So, do you want a woman or not?
We want a woman.
Then you pay for her transport fare.
Can you give something so that we can,
You guys are.
Thank you so much. So,
Now they've got the money for
try our
the Uber.
best to make sure we bring your woman.
Okay, they are bringing the bride now. They are bringing the real bride now, I'm sure. That's the real bride now.
So you guys bring our bride. Welcome. Let's see. Because last time you tricked us.
Wanna see a beautiful girl when you get the moolah.
Last time you guys brought the wrong woman and we gave you money. We don't have any money now if it's not the right woman. Okay?
We are in this conversation again.
Is this a quarrel? Are you guys quarreling or something?
Why your woman?
Let me tell you, our son wants that woman and our family wants that woman. And we want the right woman. So let us see if that is the right woman. What? Are you kidding me? That is not the woman. That is not the woman.
I didn't have to open. Just looking at her toes, I knew that I was.
Okay. All right. If this is
she's
not
not
coming
even
in, then
tall.
we have to go back. But you also have to understand that now things are so difficult. We started since yesterday coming here, so the cab is out there and the driver said he cannot go because there's no gas in the car.
So you want some money? Is that what you're saying?
We don't need transport to go and bring your wife.
Well, we'll give you some money just to go. We want our Caroline. We want our Caroline for our family.
Okay. Thank you.
The family missed it again this time. That family is a family of cheats. I keep asking for money. These aunties as something else, the aunties. They are trying to treat TEPE's family. They are trying to treat TEPE's family.
We struggle to get here. So if this is not your wife, then you need an aeroplane to go back.
I hope this is our wife. I hope. No! This is not our Caroline. This is not our Caroline.
Are you guys really sure you saw her? Are you really sure you know Caroline?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so just as I said, to make things easier, we need to go to the airport right now so that we can use the air. No, the aunt, you just gave it to the auntie. What about us? Wow.
All right, Auntie Jackie, take the transport. You guys bring our wife quickly. Please, please now because our son is our wife.
So, ladies and gentlemen, they have tricked TEPE's family enough, and I don't know what is going to happen next. I'm hoping they will bring the real deal now, because TEPE now is getting so anxious. The guy is getting so anxious. He's not been sleeping. He's not been eating because they keep tricking him and bringing the wrong bride. DJ.
Flower. Come on.
Yes, we have been waiting for too long.
This is the family of a lawyer. You are giving me this. We need more. Okay, before we help you do something now, shake skin.
I just gather some money.
Well, say again.
All right.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ những video hấp dẫn.
is going to pour some palm wine into her father's cup, and her father will share it with her. Then she will take the cup and look for her husband inside the hall and bring the guy to present to the father. So Caroline is going to look for her groom after the father has poured the wine, and he will bring the groom and identify and show the father. And then at this point we will need Papa Bob Gilligan, and we will need Papa Nyada John to join in the blessing when Caroline will bring the groom. So that is what Caroline is about to do now. He's going to pour the white wine, the mimbo in the father's cup. So guys, watch and see what is going to happen now.
My daughter, what a great day for you and for this family. You make us proud. When these people came here, we were not really sure what their intentions were. We've done our findings, and it looks like we found love. But that needs to be publicly shown to us. Have the ancestral cup that's been handed down from generation to generation. You've been in this family long enough to understand the symbolism of this cup. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to fill this cup to palm wine.
Do you guys see what she's doing? Very, very symbolic.
With everybody gathered around here, I'm going to ask you to take the ancestral cup with you. You're going to go find, because I want you to be the one identifying the person you're getting married to. We've had multiple delegations come to the family, but we've never really seen this gentleman they're talking about. So we need you to identify him and bring him over to us. And I'm not going to have you use the ancestral cup. So for symbolism purposes, I am going to touch the wine here with ancestral cup. Please look around for the gentleman you're about to be married.
Okay, Caroline is going around looking for the groom.
And once you get to him, take a sip of the drink and have him sip and then bring him over to me.
You will see some guys how they will be gawking at her. They will be looking like, you see, look at one man there, like, I'm the one. I also see that guy making faces. No. They are looking at Caroline like they will eat her up. Yeah. And she's refusing. She's not seeing the guy. She's still going around looking for the guy. That girl is looking for that man. Where is he? What is Caroline looking for? There are so many young men here. You can't just pick. Can't any young man just grab her there?
Bring him over to me.
No, bring it.
I would like to invite Mr. Gilligan and Dr. Nyada over here. You're not doing anything yet. You're not touching her. You're not touching anybody. Yeah. So my role has been purely ceremonial. In the real Bamenda Cameroon grassland culture, there'll be more done than just what we did here. Yes. Either there'll be Cameroon or palm wine. She would have been rubbed with palm wine, palm oil, I'm sorry. the aunties, there would have been aunties who were dedicated to help wash up the palm oil and would have been compensated. So there's a lot that we have skipped here. So for everybody witnessing, I raised my daughter Manka. Well,
Did you guys hear the name that we even have from today? You guys will address Caroline as Caroline Manka. Can you guys say Manka? Manka. Manka means the mother of the king.
so,
How about that?
Dr. Nyada, so as the Gilligan family is sending off Manka in marriage to your family, it's the beginning of a bond of trust. This is a pearl. This is a very rare gem. We are trusting that the Nyada family will treat her with care, with love, and with respect. The applause wasn't loud enough. On our part, we're going to reciprocate that. We are going to reciprocate that, and also trusting that this is going to be a union that will last in perpetuity. So with that, my ceremonial role is over. I will hand over the microphone to both Mr. Gilligan and Dr. Nyada so they can bless the couple in an official capacity and in a very authentic manner.
This will be very solemn, so please, let's be quiet and listen to what the parents are going to say to their children. It's going to be very solemn. So, TEPE and Caroline, you will kneel down in front of your parents to receive your ancestral blessings. No, you. Not the fathers, not the parents. The parents will stand up. The parents will stand up, the children will kneel down.
Up, Bobby, up.
On behalf of the Yada family, we have had several generations of our family. And on behalf of all of those generations that have gone before us, I want to welcome you into my family. I have to be biased in saying that you are coming to a very good family. We don't have, our men know how to cook very well. So you will not be allowed to be in the kitchen too much. I personally have been married, I was married to my wife. I'm married to my wife for more than 40-something years. And we've been blessed to do that. And those 40-something years have come in with some difficult days, some very pleasant days. There will be difficult days and some very pleasant days. And when those things happen, walk away and come back after a couple of years. Because it does go away. I wish you guys all the very best. I don't have any doubt in my mind that you guys are going to be wonderful. When those difficult days come by, I'm going to say this because my wife, my mother doesn't like me saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. As you guys get older and get richer and get to a point where you have a lot of money, please do not buy a big bed. Don't buy a big bed because, and this is my reason why you shouldn't buy a big bed. Because when there will be issues between the two of you guys, there is always something that tends to solve problems when people lie closer. And when you buy a big bed, there's no way to lie closer. So if you maintain a small bed, there's always going to be that contact. And honestly, in my opinion, there is something that problems get resolved when people are lying closer. So don't buy a big bed.
I find that. Please, a round of applause for Papa Tepe.
I wish you guys all the best. What size do you have? I have total confidence that everything's going to work well. Please, thank you.
Now, over to Caroline's father, Papa Bob again.
I would like to thank TEPE, your family. We're so honored to meet everybody here. This means the world to us. We're so fortunate to have you in our lives, number one. Your family will see in this long journey down the road how special she is. She's been special from day one with her neighborhood friends who are all here, part of them are all here, to her college roommates, who everybody stays in touch. I can't say enough for what this girl has meant to everybody. We are so fortunate to have you all. Congratulations.
When we celebrate,
Thank you, DJ. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, DJ. So, TEPE and Caroline, you are now traditionally married. When I was asked to MC this occasion, I knew exactly why they wanted me to MC this occasion. I have been married for 40 years. I don't know how it happened, but I have been married for 40 years now. And I think I have a little bit of advice for you guys. Before the fun begins, I have a little bit of advice for Caroline and TEPE. TEPE, there are so many things you will understand why I've been married 40 years. My husband has understood something, one thing. He's learned to keep his mouth open and his checkbook. No, his mouth shut and his checkbook. That is rule number one. When you are wrong, admit it. When you are right, shut up. You don't want any explanation. And you will understand that marriage is a workshop. The man works and the wife shops. Good, you got it. So marriage is a workshop. The man works and the wife shops. My husband understood that, and he's been there for 40 years. So there's something again. My husband, I caught him the other day looking at a piece of paper. I asked him, what are you looking at? He said nothing. I said nothing, so I drew closer to see what he was looking at. And it was our marriage certificate. I asked him, what are you looking for? He said the expiration date. I said, sweetheart, that thing doesn't have an expiring date. I am here to death do us part. That's what you are going to do, you and Caroline. There is no expiration date. You see that wine you guys drank? If you want to divorce, bring back out the wine. That's the only way, isn't it? So that's the symbol of that wine. You drank from the ancestral cups. When it goes in, it doesn't come back out. So I hope you guys understand that what we did here today is very serious. It's not a child's play. And we wish you guys all the best. And this is my prayer for you guys. The only ups and downs you will have in your marriage should remain in between the sheets. Amen? I said, when I say something good, please, you guys. What is happening to this? And please, don't be shy. If you see that I said something nice, bring me some dollars. The only currency I don't receive is the naira. I don't have anything against Nigerians, please. It's just that the naira's value, I don't, but please. Sorry. So, right now, the mothers of the bride and groom, the ladies in the family, are going out to bring back our bride now in a very stylish manner. And then I will give you guys a little bit of time to go change while I'm entertaining the crowd. And I just want that you guys should know that there is a bar. The bar is open. Yeah, we have an open bar. What can beat that? Some people will say, oh, I want to thank you guys. You left everything you were doing to come and attend this party. What did you leave? There is free food and free drinks, please. I am here for the drinks and the food. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, TEPE and Caroline, don't move yet. Where are the ladies? I think you guys have been waiting for a long time. I think it is fair we should have dinner, isn't it?
Hey, when are you going to try it? Try it.
No, I'm not. Thank you so much. Teresa, that's house skin. Like the big? Yes, house. Wow. Fabulous.
One for me. Together, one for me.
They will not give you a break. This is us. They are just
Oh, yeah, Carly is okay, that's looking really good. This is rice.
Did I find it? Why?